Look at that. Shiny new trailer, bumper, whatever it's called, thing. We have video. Isn't that pretty? It's glitchy. Welcome back to Coding Badly. My name is Joe, and I am one of your hosts today. Let me bring on my co-host, the amazing Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
Hello. That was fancy bumper.
It was a fancy bumper, wasn't it? I'm loving this brand placement you've got going on today.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it is the season. The Coca-Cola polar bear and the Santa truck, for some reason, will be pulling past at any minute.
I have a really ugly, Santa, Coke Santa collage, collared shirt as well, and sometimes I wear them together.
Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh, tasteful. Actually, speaking of Christmas music, as y'all will know, here on, any stream, actually, we're a big fan of the royalty-free streaming playlists. One of them, Backing Track, have released a heavy metal Christmas album, so we'll get that going.
Joe, do we have more stuff to go around our heads?
Go around our heads, we do, and I think one of them lists our very incredible partners. Actually, I don't believe it does. None of the Coding Badly brand has the partners on it, but we all thank the partners because it has been a while since we've been on air. Huge thank you to our partners, RBC, AWS, and GitHub. Is that all the partners? I think it's all the partners. Let me quickly go check another brand. Oh, hello, Battlesnake starting soon. Ignore that. Where is the other brand?
Let's just cycle through them all.
I think it's the partners.
We can be the host of all the shows.
Thank you to our wonderful partners. They are wonderful, and they do enable this to happen. Right now, what is this? Well, you are watching Battlesnake. Battlesnake is a coding game where you write the AI for little snakes that zip around and eat each other. Usually, I have artificial intelligence. Usually, I have a league, a competition to promote, and that is usually what the partners are providing the support for. Right now, there's something a little bit different happening. Let me actually throw up my screen for this. Something a little bit different happening, which is the Winter Classic Invitational. So the Winter Classic Invitational is a little bit different. So we have seasonal competitions here at Battlesnake. We've just finished with the Fall League. The Winter Classic Invitational is AWS, RBC, and GitHub. Look at that. I got the partners right. Is the first time that Battlesnake has gone really esports. We're esports now, which is the competitors are all people who are all snakes, all competitors from former tournaments who have ranked really highly and have been invited to this tournament. So this is Battlesnake's third invitational. It has a real prize pool. It has actual money, the big bucks, and all of the people competing are the top snakes from the previous leagues. So I'm really excited for this. I think it's it's a new format. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. There's a lot of hype around the snakes who've been invited, and it's a nice chill season whilst we're all busy with the holidays. Whilst it might be hard for some of us to put snakes together. It's always hard for me to put a snake together. We just get to kick back and watch the pros do it. So that's what's going on right now. But today, I got to show Kevin what I was working on today immediately before the show, and I'm very excited. Go ahead.
Before we move on, we have a question in chat. How did the invitations get decided?
How did they get decided? I don't know the exact algorithm. I know that the invitations got decided based at least on rank. White says there's a lack of snakes I expected, and some snakes I wouldn't have expected at all to see. So I will say the lack of snakes you've expected. Bear in mind that even once you're invited, once the snakes are invited, they still need to come in here and register for their tournament. They still need to actually come onto the page and add the snake they want to enter. So if you're not seeing snakes you expected yet, it might just be that they haven't actually clicked the buttons yet, right?
Or choose not to, which is legit too.
Or choose not to. Yeah, I mean, I said as we've spoken about before, we don't see the same snakes turn up every league. Some decide to partake in some leagues, some don't. So that is my, we can't force someone to be in the wind. If they decide not to run their service, they decide not to have the server up during December, that is their prerogative. So the tournament doesn't start until the 11th, so they've still got plenty of time to show up, and some snakes you wouldn't have expected to see. Maybe I think again, you can enter any snake you want, so I'm sure you mean usernames rather than specific snakes, and yeah, I think the the parameters are maybe just a bit wider than you might have expected, which is nice. We don't want to. There is 2 brackets. There's a platinum and an elite tournament, and we want the tournament to be reasonably chunky. So it was quite a large inclusion. So. Cool. That's very exciting. That's happening. Thank you for the question.
This horrific project, Joe. Should we remind people what we were doing, overall?
Yes, and I will do that by bringing up this. So, Blockly is what we've been doing. Blockly is a visual programming tool, a tool for making visual programming languages, and we've been using it to write Battlesnake. And we've done that via creating a little Battlesnake server that implements the Battlesnake API. But it gets the move that it returns to the server from this client. It's connected via WebSocket, and then we write our Battlesnake in Blockly, which has genuinely impressed me as an environment. Like, we have this bin as a reminder, like, I can put things in the bin and then go get the thing I deleted.
Get them again.
And I can get them again, which is like amazing. Unironically better than textual programming languages. And so this is generating JavaScript. This JavaScript gets run on my client and returns a move. That move gets sent back via the socket to the server, which returns it to Battlesnake. What I have done, chat, is I've made this multi-client. So now multiple clients can be connected to it, and the server routes it intelligently. It checks the incoming requests from Battlesnake, and if it gets a move request, it says, who is this move request for? It's for Blockzilla, and it makes sure that request goes to my client so that the server can run multiple Battlesnakes. And this is where you come in today, chat. Today, I want you all to build your own Blockly Battlesnake, and that is what I got Kevin set up with. Kevin has his own Blockly Battlesnake, which we had a little game going. Unfortunately, when I was testing it today, the latency's been completely fine, and then obviously the minute I come and do it for a live stream, I'll come back to that in a minute, Bald Bearded Coda. The minute I came back to the live stream, the latency is too high, which won't stop you building snakes. It might just mean before we actually start playing games, I might have to go host it somewhere. But here's Block Lightyear. That's Kevin's snake running on a client just like this. And then here's mine running on the same thing. And what's happening, if I go over to my code, you can see that we have the server is doing is it's looking up the socket for that snake name, sending the move request over to that socket, and then getting the move back from that socket. Bald-bearded Coda, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. This is probably not the
builder.
Sorry, Bald-bearded builder.
The triple B.
The triple B. So this is probably not the best advertisement for Blockly being an easy way to code. You've turned Blockly into the worst played game of Tetris ever. You are not wrong. Honestly, it is horrific. Part of why it's horrific, to defend Blockly, we are using mostly the default Blockly blocks. That's what's all going on here. It's the default Blockly blocks. But Battlesnake is the Battlesnake API basically just returns loads of nested objects in objects in objects, objects who have properties filled with objects. And Blockly by default has no way to work with objects or JSON or anything of that sort. And so we implemented the blocks that do that. So we've got this dig block.
Yeah,
we've got
is our fault.
Yeah, we've got object property blocks. So like what you're seeing is like, this is mine and Kevin's custom blocks here. So like, it's not, Blockly gave us the tools and we misused them. Don't blame Blockly.
We use something called the Blockly Block Factory.
The Blockly Block Factory.
To build blocks with blocks for Blockly, so we could build block-based applications in Blockly with our blocks. So by default, Blockly doesn't have any way of interacting with objects, so that's basically what we've had to create.
Yes, and it's worked pretty well. And it's, there we go. The Blockly developer tools, you've got the Block Factory, the Workspace Factory. Kevin's being trashed in chat. See, I like this new job where your boss shows up to roast you in chat. It's great.
I know.
So, how do you get involved? So, what I would love to happen, chat, here's my aspiration. I've set up a tournament. We have a tournament. We have this new feature. It's in beta here at Battlesnake right now, where users can create their own tournament. I have set up said tournament, and I would like you to build a Blockly snake, and then by the end of the stream, I want us all to have something playing in the tournament. Here is how... Yeah, go ahead.
Can anyone create a tournament? This isn't me fishing for...
No. So eventually, yes, right now the feature is in beta. If you jump into the Discord, you will see the team announcing the feature and asking for people who want access to it. I don't know if the beta is still open at the moment. I think they actually just closed it to get feedback from the people who were in it.
It'll be cool to run workshops on.
Yeah. Well, so MD Hex Drive, I believe, has been running the Cedar stream. I think this is MD Hex Drive. I hope I'm not lying. MD Hex Drive, you still in chat? This is you, right? I think so. Oh, Ryan's here. Hey, Ryan. So MD Hex Drive community member has been running tournaments with the feature, and the next one of those is happening soon. So yeah, it is coming soon. Okay, so
cool.
Here is how you get going. Again, all you need to do this, all you'll need is a browser and a Battlesnake account and to have access to the thing. So I'm going to send you this repo. You do not need to clone this repository. Just go straight down to the README and follow these instructions. When it starts talking about URL, the URL you need will be this ngrok URL, very professional, that I'm going to drop in the chat. Okay, so let's run through these instructions. So you're going to go to Battlesnake, and you're going to create a new Battlesnake. So Battlesnakes, create a Battlesnake. When you create that snake, you're going to give it a very simple name. No special characters, so hyphens are fine, but try and keep it short and simple. Something like, I don't know, good block snake. That's fine. And then the URL is the one I just gave you, but / that name. So make sure you put that name in there, good block snake. And then you're going to click allow anyone to add the snake to their game and click save. That is your snake setup. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to open a new tab. You're going to go to that URL, and you're going to go to Blockly. So that URL / Blockly. And that will open up the Blockly client. And in here, up where it says snake name, you're again going to put in, this is really small, sorry. I didn't do any UI work. You're going to, where it says snake name, you're going to put in good block snake and hit save. That is now you set up. Your snake is set up and ready to go.
You can build a battle snake.
You could build a Battlesnake with Blockly. I'm not going to expect you to get to, to come in here and do this from scratch. I have a gist here for you. So this is a gist of a bunch of XML.
It's in the README.
It is in the README. It's in the README. It's linked in the README. But here is the gist as well. So grab this XML. All you need to do is copy it and make sure it's in your clipboard. And then you go back to the Blockly client and you click paste XML. If you are on Firefox, you might have some issue with the clipboard permission. You have to go to about config and enable this bottom one.
Know that.
If you're on Chrome, it will just ask you and you're good to go. And then that will give you the Blockly code that I was showing that me and Kevin made last stream. This is at least enough to get you started with. It doesn't work. The snake currently runs into a wall, but it is beginning logic. The main thing you need to be aware of in this is that your snake must return a move, and a move must be the string left, right, up, or down. So right here, you'll see we've got this function called pass moves that makes sure that we are returning a string of moves. So you need to make sure that no matter how you change this, you still return a string. Okay?
Oh, that gist formatting is giving me mild headaches and severe imposter syndrome. It's what Blockly accepts.
Yeah.
Do not worry. Yeah. None of us can read it. None of us can read it.
So if you haven't seen it before, so Blockly, this is these beautiful blocks. How does this end up as code? Blockly from these blocks creates an XML tree, and then from that XML it generates either JavaScript, Lua, Python, or Dart. We are using it to generate JavaScript. So all I've given you is the XML that it's generating for you to load into your own Blockly client, and then you're good to go. I can see we've got some snakes set up. Block Reptar, welcome. And then you're good to go. The last thing, you'll see these 4 little boxes under here. These are for the Battlesnake customizations. You just throw them in there, and then and then you go and refresh your snake. So for this one, if I put in Joe Nash and I put in, wrong. I always press the wrong thing for hash, and I put in like FF, and we'll have Beluga and Block.
And the list of those are in the docs, right?
The list of those are in the docs, yeah. if I do that, and then I go back to this, and I go to my Battlesnakes, and I hit refresh.
You know, you can do refresh from that page.
Oh, can I? I actually tried to find it earlier and I couldn't find it. You'll see it's now worked. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that? I can see we've got a couple of snakes coming in. What's up, block? What's up, block is getting in. We've got one. Oh, Blockly's just the editor. Oh yeah, please don't call your snake Blockly. That'll probably end badly. Who else do we have? We've got a lot of errors. I'm not even going to wonder what those errors are. What's up, block has done there? Yeah, not even going to look at them. The little block that could. What are these errors? Why are these errors? Oh, this is people doing what you did earlier and trying to go to. Yeah, they'll just get.
So when you navigate in the browser, you navigate to /Blockly. You don't navigate to / your snake name.
Yeah, if you do, you'll find out that I keep my project folder in my Dropbox. So there we go. So I'll post all the instructions, and you'll get into your own little block creator and you better build. So what we are now going to do for the next hour or so is try and make our snake work. And at the end, when you all have working snakes, we'll drop the tournament again. I'll drop this link here. You can enter that snake in the tournament. So I'm actually going to register mine for the competition right now.
But before we finish this preface, you should probably add the Battlesnake tournament link and maybe the ngrok link to the README on GitHub and then nip it out after.
Could do that, yeah.
And then I'll post it periodically.
Okay, so you register for the tournament and then you enter the tournament. And I'm going to put Blockzilla in. And there we go. Okay.
Make sure you're doing the work in Blockzilla and not good Blocksnake.
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah. I will kill good Blocksnake. So please only enter Blockly snakes in the coding badly block off. Please do not enter a good snake. Only Blockly snakes. Sorry, VJ, Twitch has just sent your message to the mod queue for bullying because you said the word loser. Okay. All right, so if anyone has any questions about any of those instructions, we will run through them periodically as people come and go. But again, you follow these instructions, and anywhere it says URL, you are using this URL. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to host this project because I don't think the latency is going to... It was working fine, but now I've come upstairs to my room that's got Ethernet over power. The latency is too high. So I'm going to have to find a way to host it sometime during the stream.
Whack it on like Replit or something? Or Glitch?
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. Actually, Kev, do you have your client open with your snake?
Yeah.
Do you want to throw your screen up and try and make our snake work on your client whilst I host it?
Make my snake work on your... I don't understand
you
just said.
Sorry, we were going to work on this code, make it work. Yeah. Would you like to do it on the client you have open on your screen? So in the background, I can host the project.
Yeah, right, got it. So because we can pass the XML around now, because if you're
we can,
paste XML. Yep. Yeah, let's do that. Share screen.
We now have... so at the end of the last stream chat... Kevin wanted the blocks that we had built, and the way we had to do it was to go into the local storage in my browser, extract the state from there, and then load it via the console. That's why I've added these copy XML and paste XML buttons. So there's Kevin's snake instead, and now I will go find a place to host this monstrosity.
Hey, this is a Battlesnake. Doesn't really work right now. Let's talk through... Oh, thank you very much, VJ. On the new baby. I'm not sure if you mean the new baby in the pin tweet, which is, I suppose, no longer new. The warranty would have expired. But there is a new one. There is an eventual new one.
New baby.
New baby, yeah. So maybe it's worth taking a moment to talk through this. So, this canvas just kind of always expands. It's kind of cool.
Really cool.
So a few things about Blockly. The order in which things are vertically matter. So if you see your snake here, we see that up here at the top.
I mean, it matters as much as it matters in the target language, which in JavaScript is not at all, right?
Yes. That's very fair. That's very fair. So your snake is here at the bottom, and it's here at the bottom because it's at the bottom on the canvas. So let's talk about this. The main, this is like the main function that runs your snake. The first thing we do is set this moves variable to an array with 4 items, and we do that to for the 4 directions. So this one represents up, down, left, and right, and it turns out they don't collapse again, so I'll have to go and do that again. Is my text a bit small? I might bump it up one. There we are. So okay. It will create the list. It will run this avoid walls function and then reassign the output of that to moves, and then it will do pass moves and then finally return the value. So avoiding walls. So yeah, first thing we're doing is grabbing the board height and width, the snake X and Y, and we do that by using this dig block that we've created. Oh yeah, so VJ, is this like Scratch but with XML? We've done this backstory every episode of doing this project.
And it never gets old. It's a good backstory.
But oh, okay, I was going to TLDR. I was just going to get to the end of the backstory, which is Scratch is built on Blockly. Now, it never used to be. So
we can't use Scratch itself because Scratch has no I/O and no way to interact with the web. It's all a self-contained thing. So we're using. This started because we wanted to use Scratch.
Exactly, and then we do kind of the most rudimentary, set of conditionals in order to take out viable options. So, we see, are we going to go off the top? Are we going to go off the bottom, left or right? And if any of those are the case, we remove those moves and then we return just the remaining moves. Or rather, we set those to false. So they all start as true. And, at the end of it, one or more of them might end up being false. Then we go ahead and pass moves. Oh, yeah. So pass moves doesn't do anything except take these values and translate them back to up, right, left, or down. That's all it does. What else is important here? Oh yeah, and what we return is the first item that's true. So if up is true, we'll always go up, and if up is false and down is true, then we'll always go down. Normally, you'd probably pick a random one in a starter snake.
Hearing you say that, I've now realised our snake dies every time.
Why our snake dies?
Yeah, because currently it hits a wall and then goes down back into its own body.
Yes, exactly. It'll go up and then it will go down. Yeah, because that'll be the next one. And then it will go into its body and die. Yeah. So I think that might be the next thing we want to do, right? Is maybe not have it do the first occurrence of true.
Yes, correct. Sorry, I'm currently arguing with
That's completely fine. Maybe another way of doing this is just changing the order. So it's up, right, left, down. So instead of it, we could go clockwise, and I think that would avoid the problem.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. I mean, I'm also smug about that because the order was a debate we had in the last episode. and we went with up, down, left, right.
That was my suggestion.
I think Konami code and also canonical Battlesnake starter code reasons.
Yeah, so shall we change that?
Yes.
So all right, so shall I just get editing and then?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then we'll swap around XML at the end.
Cool.
Oh, hey, block drop. I see your commands. I see you testing. If anyone is testing and actually playing with the snake, let me know if you're getting timeouts. Because if you're not getting timeouts, then I won't bother doing what I'm doing. But I think you probably will be getting timeouts.
Yeah. Probably.
If you're getting timeouts, it's not your code. It's because I'm engrocking this from Amsterdam.
and there's just quite a lot of back and forth, aren't there? 'Cause it has to come to the user.
When I was downstairs nearer to the router, the latency was 200 milliseconds. It's just that I've gone upstairs now. I mean, maybe I just go downstairs, take my laptop downstairs to run the tournament.
Yeah. Someone's asking in chat, how does one test a snake? Do you want to drop the link
I'll take over the thing again. Nice. So testing a snake. So if you've built a snake, Ryan, what you need to do is go to Battlesnake, click play game, and then this will let you set up a game, and then from here you'll see my Battlesnakes. So you put your snake in it, and then you just click start game, and that will test it just with your snake, and you can mess with the moves and stuff. Ebb drop has timeouts. Okay, I didn't have a timeout, but I was very close.
Yeah, you're really close to it though.
So I am currently getting it hosted. When I've got it hosted, I'll post a new URL, and I'll also give you all a warning that you'll want to copy the XML from your current one before I do that. But Ryan, let me know if you're able to. Oh, your snake says it's not operational. I don't even know when you would. That might be because of the latency.
Not operational. Could also
Yeah, I don't.
Did you definitely complete all the steps in the README, which is to create the new snake with the correct URLs and then visit the ngrok
Oh,
URL
he's got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Why did Twitch send that message to the block queue because of the word "got"? Weird. Anyway, back up to you.
Just a note: you could just add an express route handler for / anything that isn't Blockly and just redirect it to Blockly.
I actually can't do that because of how the socket routing is working.
Fine. All right. So I didn't touch this. So remind me, the Battlesnake board is bottom left is 0, 0. Yeah, it's bottom left is 0,
bottom
0.
left is
the
0,
opposite
0,
of all other screen drawing coordinate systems, but it's fine. So if snake x is greater than board width -1, then we were setting 4 to force, which was up, down, left, right, and right is now 2. Then in the opposite direction, it was 3, which was up, down, left, which is now, I actually did left because I'm an idiot, which is 4. Then we have the height is -1, so that was 1, which was up, which is still up, and then down, which is 3. So that should now, no, we also need to edit it here as well. So
okay, I'm testing the new client.
All good. Right. Down. And left. All right. So we've now changed that. So it shouldn't fail in the same way, I think.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Kevin, do you mind if I jump in?
Yeah, go for it. Do you want my XML or?
No, sorry, I copied it over. Okay, chat. We have a Heroku URL. I'll show you. Chat. Okay. We have a Heroku URL. So that Heroku URL, I will put it in chat. Oh, don't know if I want to show that. I hope there's nothing sensitive on that page. Let me go back and get that URL. Battlesnakes. Okay, so before you throw that URL in, follow my voice. So go to your snake, edit the snake. I've gone to a bad place. So edit the snake, replace the ngrok with the Heroku URL. Click save. Do not close your Blockly client. So this is the ngrok Blockly client. Leave that open. Open a new tab to the Heroku URL /Blockly. It will be blank. On this blank page, enter your name and click save. Go to the ngrok one, click copy XML, and then come over to the Heroku one and click paste XML, and that will get back the state you were in, and then you can close the ngrok one. I will leave the ngrok running basically forever now. I'll just leave it running in case, just so no one loses their state. But make sure you've moved your state over to the Heroku one. Yeah.
Update the repo.
I can now update the repo with this. Cool. Okay, back to you.
Oh, I had nothing else to add. I just think it won't just go up until it goes. I didn't realize we were coming back. Right.
Sorry. Okay, do you want me to test that snake then?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me update this. So
I was just creating a game, so I could just do that.
Yeah, go for that.
Locklight, yeah. Start game.
Is that with the Heroku URL or the other one?
Oh no, it's still with the right. Let me follow your instructions again.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't done this yet.
Yeah, I actually
can't.
It's
all right. I'll grab it from chat.
I actually can't get status. I guess I could do it from here. Get add readme.
Okay, so we'll go to my Battlesnakes. We will edit block Lightyear.
Yeah.
We will update this. Great, save.
Ajax on. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I don't know why. I don't know why I just started reading out chat when you were halfway through something.
All good. Go ahead.
Ajax asks, is there an optimal host site? Heroku, Replit, laptop with Ngrok, looking for the lowest latency. Honestly, your optimal host site is going to be AWS West. But if you want a simple host, anything on the West Coast US. Well, now there's engine region, so it doesn't actually matter anymore. Yeah, you can. Anywhere is fine. Anywhere is fine.
2413. Up, right, down, left. Yeah, cool. We're here. Right.
Cool.
Let me kill that now. And what do I need to do? Oh, by the way, it's here, Joe. Behind this cog.
Oh, okay. The other thing you will need to do, if you set customizations, your customizations will need to be carried over as well.
Cool. But you'd manually do that.
You manually
I didn't.
do that.
I didn't.
I mean, I could add that to the browser state, but I haven't yet.
That's all good. Cool, so we'll give that a moment.
Yeah.
Game in progress. Will it tell you when the game is done?
As long as you don't time out.
Interesting. All right, let's play. Yeah, all right. Still wasn't great, but it's fine. It didn't
AirDrop doesn't have timeouts anymore.
Yes. Great. Let's rematch. Where is that? A create rematch. Also, now that we're back again, I'll just...
Now the question is, how quickly will we hit the limit on the free plan of Heroku?
Probably okay today. Oh no, it's doing exactly the same thing.
What, you're timing out? Oh no, the behavior is next same, okay.
Yeah. I'm confused by what just happened.
Okay, sorry, now that I've finished deploying, I can now watch what you're doing. Okay,
right.
Play the snake.
But watch what happens when I create a rematch. Because it should
do the same thing, right?
It will go right. Yeah. So it goes down, and there is a viable route here. It's left.
And it goes up as well. So that's not... So, just so you're aware, chat, I have, tried to... You're sending stuff from Blockly to... Well, not my PC anymore. Now you're sending it to Heroku. So we do have a little move validator to make sure you're sending one of the strings. If you send it in proper string, it will make you go left. So it's not that.
Yeah. So, AJ Axon. No, I can see it's colliding, but logic.
We don't know why it's going up there.
Why it's colliding. Yeah.
Okay. So
it makes me think I've done one of these incorrectly.
It was going down, and it was against the wall, which I believe.
What we're doing now is up, right, down, left, right. So we're going clockwise, starting at the top.
Do you think it might be something to do with the avoid walls code? Is it perhaps because it is no longer in the top row? It just goes up.
I don't understand.
Well, we're not currently telling it to exclude its body, right? So right now, the avoid walls code says if you're not in the top row, set up to true. Yeah. So really, what we need to do is add an avoid body.
Correct. Oh, look what else we found out about Blockly.
Duplicate! Blockly's unironically good, and I will die on this hill. Like, I'm going to code everything in Blockly forever now.
Avoid body.
And here, Kevin, we now get to do that point that we've put off for so long, which is how do we work with all of the body segments in Blockly?
Avoid walls with moves list. That's not what I want to do. I want to edit this. I don't want to run and void walls. How do I do that?
What even is that? Is that a function? Oh, it's a function.
No, it's this.
Yeah. Avoid body.
Yeah. With moves.
Yeah. If anyone has any questions about Blockly itself as you're doing this, do let us know. We have learnt some things in our
I feel like we're pretty
4 streams
now.
Yeah, I mean, I was really pleased when Penelope said last stream that she was scared at how fast I was actually getting with editing Blockly.
Yeah. Right, I will actually remove the guts of this. I don't know why I did
we don't need board width or board height. We still need Snake X and Snake Y.
Do we? No.
Yeah, that's our snake's head. So you need snake X and snake Y.
No, but we don't. What we want to do is go through. Forget the head. We want every piece of our snake, and that comes in an array.
We do, but you need to know your head because you don't want to have the code check that every piece is avoiding every piece. It's only the head that needs to make a decision, right?
Yeah. And I'll leave. I'll get rid of it.
And actually, all you really need to check at this point is the neck. So you could get away with just getting the next.
Really, that is lazy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and it has like a log. We built a log. So
we did build a log function. We built so many custom blocks just to make this work.
All right,
because by the way, chat, the only way to output anything in Blockly by default is to make a JavaScript alert, which is hideous.
Yeah. Where is it? It's over in like text, right? Print, and that is an alert that will pop up.
Yeah, so this hasn't been, again, I can see people are playing with it, so you probably encountered this by now. All of our custom blocks we've built for working with JSON and JavaScript and objects and for doing the printing are all under log. Do we actually still need to end with your snake? You still need to have your snake at the end of the code, right?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yes. So you always need to have your snake be at the bottom of the code because... So
that's here, it's a function.
Yeah. Because, long story short, it's really getting state from the rest of your program in and out of a Blockly workspace, writing only part of the program is really dumb. Okay.
Right. So we have the X and Y. I don't think we should go with the neck. I think we should just do this properly.
All right. If you want to work with a whole body of, do we even?
Yeah. Right. So what is
they're
it?
all going to be
array.
objects. We're going to have to end up writing another block. Yeah. So it's going to be a list.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a list that you're going to dig into.
I'm not sure. Create an empty list. And loop and maybe push items into the list.
Well, you're going to get. Hang on. No, you're going to get a list. So you want to create a variable and call it body, I guess. Or no, next. Call it next. We'll go with the traditional next. That's better. Next. Back to coding badly, episode 1. For neck in next, and put that variable in. Set next to. Set next to.
It's okay. I can always come back to the.
You can always come back to the bin. In case we need that variable later. Set next to. Yep. And then you're going to want to dig.
This is horrific.
Functions. Oh, sorry, yeah, Battlesnake. So dig, if you haven't seen it, I hadn't seen it because apparently it's a Ruby thing. Dig takes a object and then a list of properties, and it applies those properties one after the other. Yeah. So we're going to do
.x.
Exactly. So dig, we're going to do object game state. Yep, and then grab that list from the other one, duplicate that.
Right. In order to get the list. Got it.
And then...
what's it called?
So it will be U, because we want our body points. And then we want body. Yep. And then body. Is it body? How long have I been playing Battlesnake now? I cannot remember the basic...
Where is the Battlesnake origin? It is the bottom left.
Bottom left.
And yes,
so RM Cubic is a game developer and has the same pain that you've been complaining about for like 20 episodes now.
Game developers, anyone who has ever drawn anything to a screen starts in the top left. But
yes, Battlesnake does start bottom left, yeah. I realise...
incorrectly.
I realise, RM Cubic, that you are new to Battlesnake and I probably haven't sent you the docs. Here you go. There is the docs. If you are new to this madness, that is what you want. We need a sample move request. So it's you. Where's you? U.body. And
we
then
just want u.body, right?
We just want u.body. So drop the y. Yeah, that's it. You can drag that item out of there. You just put it anywhere. Yeah, and then do that y. And that should give us a list. So log next and see what happens.
Log next. This is
now you're going to need to create a game with that snake.
Yeah, and we'll want this. Hang on. It was really struggling. Damn.
Yeah, we should probably stop logging the XML now.
If you do, you have to redeploy it.
Yeah, we do have to redeploy it.
Okay. Right. So we will create a rematch.
Yep.
Yeah. It's an array.
So you're getting a list of perfect. So yeah, now we're gonna have to use our object property thing on each one of those. So this is where I guess we'll be for looping, which I think was our first for loop in Blockly.
Yeah. I'm going to just leave it there on the side, and I might take that down a couple of zoom levels. Excuse me. Okay. So, right, we don't need to keep logging that now. So, are we logging it in here anywhere, or is that in the code? It's in the code. Yeah, it's in the code. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to do a loop, and it will be
for each item. Again, it's unironically good.
Wait, how do I...
Next.
For each item... No, next in list. Isn't the list
okay.
Next?
For each item, neck... Yeah, hang on. Shouldn't that be... Oh, delete... Wait. Yeah, attach next to the end of it.
For each item
next in list. That doesn't...
What?
That's not right.
I mean, I was an option.
Okay, and then wait, hang on. Don't we use I somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, we'll plug next into it, and then I guess we have to make a new variable for this.
That strikes me as odd. Well, hang on. Let's see the code that spits out. For var next index.
Yes. Oh, next.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh no, but then it sets next to next index. That is incorrect.
Yeah, so you'll have to create a new variable to plug into that.
Really?
Yeah. So just
create. Are we sure there's nothing more sensible?
Kevin, we're writing Battlesnake in Blockly.
Touche. Wow. Okay. All right. So variables.
Can you create a new variable from that dropdown?
Yeah, actually, I think you could. Oh, give me my cursor back. Oh, lagging. No, rename or
try the top of the list.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to create a new variable.
Create a new variable. Oh my god,
welcome to Blockly. All variables are global.
Yeah, see, it just gets whacked somewhere at the top the first time you use it. So for each item, neck in list.
Neck in next, and now check the code.
var neck index, neck equals next.neck index. So that's
I guess they have, not every programming language they support has for each loop, so I guess this is their way of making that work.
Sure. And so now we're,
RM Cubic has some looping. Yeah. I realized having done that, Kevin, we didn't actually talk about at the start of this. The JavaScript generated from your Blockly is live updated at the bottom of the editor. So if you're ever doing something in Blockly and you're like, that syntax is weird, what does that actually do? You can just scroll down and check it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, and now we're going to do another dig.
Yes. No.
Yeah, because we're going to now need the X and Y.
You don't need to dig for that. It's only one deep. You just use the object accessor.
Sure. How are we going to do this?
So you're going to do two of those. So you're going to need to create two variables?
I think we might be able to do it in a conditional.
What is it we're actually doing in this? Is this where
we're going to check every body piece?
We check every body piece and exclude things from our moves lists. Okay.
Yeah. So what are we going to do? We're going to check if.
Do you want to just copy the logic setup from
no, but it's more because we need to say if. Oh no, that doesn't work for me.
You'll need to put it in a Boolean block first of all. So I think first of all you're going to want to set up variables for X and Y for this neck item. So I think you're going to want to create two variables.
Okay, fine. Yeah. I was trying to avoid more.
You won't be able to because you'll have to reference it so many times.
Neck X.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to change the playlist for a second because I actually think this song is looping.
Neck Y. And so neck X and neck Y. Fine. God, this is... I hate what we decided to do. And I blame myself because I pitched this project. Right, so for each one of those, let's take a look at the Boolean block. What do they look like? Is there some way to drag a middle block out of the list of blocks without bringing everything below it? You mean like that? Oh, I don't
No, you
think so.
detach the bottom bit first and then drag it. Yeah. What options do you have when you right click it?
Nothing.
No.
Disable block?
What does that do?
Oh,
that's really cool.
Decent. Enable block.
Again, Blockly is unironically good.
It is actually, yeah. You know what? I'm going to close that until we need it again. Okay, get that right.
So yeah, now here, set those variables to the object property. So variables.
Those. Yeah.
Set neck y. And then
got it. I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
To object property, and the object.
The object is neck.
Neck.
And then the property is the string x text. Yep.
Yeah.
X. And then just copy all of that and change it away. It's beautiful.
Damn. Okay, cool. So we've done that now, and now we'll just do the comparison. But we have to do it in all four directions again, right?
We do. So that's why I think you should copy our avoid walls block. Yeah. If you duplicate that, it should.
No. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Oh, hang on. If you take the if out,
it's in the wrong place.
It's right. It's fine.
Go on.
Oh, if you take the if block out for a second. The whole if block from the other one. From the top.
Yeah.
No. Back in the avoid walls function.
Right.
Drag that whole if thing out. That should take all four of them. Yep. Now try duplicating that. So take it out and then duplicate it.
Got it. I'm with you.
And try that.
No.
Sod it. I tried.
You did. Right. So that's the top one.
That needs to be in the
I was for each. Oh yeah. What is this?
Oh, I see what you're doing. This makes sense.
What is this?
Do you not like it? This is the bottom of the playlist we usually listen to, but I don't think we get this far. I thought I'd start us from the bottom this time.
And we don't need to log the moves list anymore, to be fair. Right. So now, instead of board width -1, what are we checking? So we're going to check if neck x. No.
Don't we still want to be checking?
Yeah. Snake x. This whole list of variables is getting me. So if snake x is greater than. No, we don't want to check greater than. We want to specifically say it is.
Yes.
If it is.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
If it is, haven't we have? No. If it is, we've already collided.
Oh yeah. No. and then we'll add like.
Oh, and then -1.
Yeah. Oddwire. Is there a switch statement in Blockly, or do you need a pile of if statements? You need a pile of if statements.
I mean, you could make an if. You can send us a PR for a switch statement. Oddwire. If you, sorry, Kevin, I'm going to hijack the. I don't believe anyone's going to do this, but I'm just going to use this as the opportunity to go on our. Hey, we made custom blocks detour. Inside the code. Sorry, wrong keyboard. There we go. Inside the code, you will see this little blocks folder, and in here is all of our custom blocks. So here's an example of how these blocks are created. So each block has a Blockly blocks object. This sets up the shape of it and the color, and then the Blockly JavaScript function is the code it generates. So you could grab one of these and use that to implement a switch block if you want, and then PR it back to the repository, which is it's the GitHub Joe Nash Blockly Snake one. So if you want to add your own blocks, you are very welcome to try.
Yeah.
I will caution that the stream chat from 3 streams ago did decide that implementing your entire snake in JavaScript and then just wrapping it in a block is in fact cheating. You're not allowed to do that. Over to you.
He's got a very funny one in chat.
Hugh's not even wrong. Like, I never want to not program in Blockly now. I'm just going to do everything in Blockly. And by 2024, I'll just have like my own like dot files that are actually just custom Blockly blocks.
Blockly
carry around in it. Yeah.
Blockly consultancy. Right. Okay. So if Snake X, so if your Snake X, your head X, right? That's what we said that was. Yes, is equal to neck X minus 1.
That will be.
That means you
are to the left of it.
Left. So you don't want to go right, which is 2.
Correct.
Then we want to check if Snake X is equal to
neck X plus 1.
Then we're going to want to knock out 4. Yeah, because it's up, down, left. Right, not. It's not. It's up, right, down, left. Cool. Then we're going to say where neck Y minus 1. Then we're going to be right. We start in the bottom left.
I've already lost track of which order around there.
Now it's the bottom, so that's 3, and that means the final one will be 1. And we'll just need to duplicate that. Not that. We need to duplicate that. Ditch that. In the trash you go. And where have I dropped that? Here. And that needs to be plus. And I think. Wait, do we need to do anything else?
Famous last words. Have you already go back to the function you're calling this in?
Yeah, I did that right away. Avoid body.
And it sets moves to that. Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
Sets moves, and then we pass them at the end, and I've updated that. So I should just be able to. This is. Why does it say game in?
So if you're this is like Brad called this a bug a couple of streams ago, but I wasn't entirely clear what was happening. If your Snake, I think it's like if we don't send a response at some point, it doesn't think it's finished, but it's weird.
And then we will start the game. That did absolutely nothing at all.
Well, I mean, it did do something.
Well, yeah, it went right, and then left. I think it's just this logic. This logic just needs a quick. Oh yeah, here, look.
Oh, hang on, no, hang on. It went left because you sent an invalid move. Somewhere you're not sending a string left, right, up, or down.
Yeah, and there were viable moves still.
Don't we console log if there's viable moves to the...
I just removed that. But we'll add it again.
So you're sending something... I guess you're sending nothing?
Shall I do it
there, I guess, yeah. Log moves there. An update on the tournament. We have... 3 Blockly snakes entered into the tournament. One of them's Owl Snake. So again, if you want to take part, here's the README. This has all of the instructions. Just follow the README. You don't have to clone anything. Just follow the README, and that will get you set up to building your own Blockly Snake. If you are just joining us, we've made our Blockly Snake editor multiplayer. You don't need to create a web server. You don't need to download anything. All you need to do is create a Battlesnake and open a web page, and you can build your very own Blockly Snake, just like Kevin is doing, and then enter it. If you do so, enter it into our little tournament, which we'll be playing at the end of the stream in about 30 minutes.
I have no bloody clue what's just happened, mate.
That's great. I mean, it wouldn't be Battlesnake if we hadn't already broken our snake halfway through a stream.
Look at this. So up, right twice, up, right twice, up, right, down, up.
Let me see what you're getting in our logs.
Huh.
Sent up. Okay, so that was a valid move that time. You did just send up for some reason. What was the move saying in yours? It thinks up is the only valid move.
Yeah. I think this logic's mucked.
Well, yeah, I mean, there has to be logic at that point. There's nothing else wrong with it.
Right. So let's just check that again. So if Snake X, no, wrong one. This one. If Snake X is equal to neck X minus 1, that means that it is on the left. So we want to turn off right. That's number 2. Oh, the arrays are not zero indexed. Also, everyone, they're one.
No, hang on.
index.
You've got to show the code. You've got to show the code.
All right.
So
So you see here, 2, 4, 3, 1. Yeah, you see that, and this is in what's this called? A void body. Let's find a void body. A void body. 1, 3, 2, 0.
I love it.
They just edit it for you in the in the output. I suppose for people who are like learning to code, with Scratch, it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense because the
zero indexing is weird.
The learning path in almost every curriculum that uses visual languages is like Scratch to Python, which is also not zero indexed, right? Like,
oh, is it not?
I don't think so. Am I lying?
I'm not sure that's true. Well, when are we doing an Excel-powered Snake? Joe, I am actually not messing with you. How about a Google App Script Snake?
I've never touched Google App Script in my life.
It's like JavaScript. It's like JavaScript, but it's not.
Yeah, Python is one. See, Ryan says that Python's one indexed.
Python is 0.
There was definitely a version of Python that was one indexed. I 100% remember this. Was it 2? Was Python 1?
Then if snake x is equal to neck x plus 1, that means it's on the right. We want to remove the left. I think we're doing that.
No, it is 0 indexed. Why do I think it was 1 indexed? Oh, Lua is 1. Is Lua 1 indexed? Anyway, not important. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. Then if snake y is equal to neck y minus 1, that means that we are on the bottom of it. So we want to remove these are the wrong way around.
Okay.
This book, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It was Lua that was 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that makes no sense because Lua is not used in education unless you're in Brazil.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's where it's from. It was made in a university in Brazil.
Oh, I'm getting so
bored. No, hang on.
Snake.
That was not that's not terrible because the top right corner is traditionally a terrible place. So it's improving. But it still went back on itself. Let me check whether that was a valid move. That was an invalid move. So check your console.
What do you mean an invalid move?
So I think you... Was that the one that just got sent?
Yeah.
It's sent up. Why is it...
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Oh,
no,
there
it
we go.
wasn't. Sorry. Yeah, it was. I think.
So why are you not returning up? Did you time out?
It doesn't say I timed out, no. 268.
So why... And we definitely can return up, right? We've seen our snake go up. I haven't excluded it.
Log moves. I mean, we could log moves at several points. You know?
Sure.
Can I log multiple things back to back, like in one log? No, I don't think I can. That's fine.
Unless there's like a text builder, you probably could.
I could do it with a list.
I mean, it's multiple logs, it's fine. Okay, try running your game again. Why would that be an invalid move, though? I can see that WhatsApp block is doing lots of testing. I can see there was another snake that did... The little block that could is doing a bunch of testing. You sent an invalid move again. False. There we go. Yeah. So it thinks at some point there's no valid move. So we've got a fault in our down logic then, because that was the top corner again, right?
Yes. Well, actually, I just said yes randomly.
Yes. Okay. So hang on, back up one step. So
we always come in at this angle too.
Yeah. So there's a body segment. There's no body segment below it, but it thinks there is.
Yeah.
This is a. Do we? Right. Can you add a log at the start of the object? Do we ever we never need to set. What happens if between turns we don't need to reinitialize everything to true, do we? It's fine.
No.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah, we do that here.
Right. Cool. Okay.
We do that.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just a problem with the down. So it thinks there's a body segment below it, so it'll be in the Y. Oh, you've got board height in there.
Oh, I'm pretty.
Oh, hang on,
sure
we're in the wrong. This is the wrong. This is the wrong function. This is the wrong function. This is the walls function. There we go.
Question from chat. Yes, you do need to check X and Y. You need to check X and Y plus and -1 and up and down -1.
Yeah, so that's what we're not doing. Kevin, we do this every time we write a snake from scratch. We're not. You need to check them in the same conditional. Because if you look at the Y is below where we are, but we're not checking that the X is the same. We do this every time. This is literally like the third snake we've written that we've done this in. So a big boolean. Yeah, no, it needs a big. Yeah, it needs that. Yeah, every time. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Oh, look! It just kind of displaced this block, but like, how do I get it?
Really?
Oh no! Okay, all right. I got it. Okay.
So yeah, that goes in one side.
Wait.
Maybe build it outside. So get the boolean. Yeah. Where's the and gone? Oh, it's there.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not letting me drop it in. Look, they're the same shape.
Let me try.
Oh no! Next, no. We need to say if nec x -1. Yeah, we need this whole conditional here.
Okay.
If nec x -1 is.
Got you.
So we need to do something else here.
No, hang on. No. I think you're fine. If you put that neck back in with the snake x.
Here.
Yeah, and now put that in the and.
Got it. That is correct. Except it's
no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god, what? Are we
Okay, this is the block. The UI is struggling, and then just copy that whole thing, and change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally every RM Cubic, I could link you to probably like 4 streams where we've done this exact thing in different languages.
Okay, so if so what else do we
so
need to check?
we are checking whether the body is to the left of us. So we want snake x to be -1 and y to be the same.
Right.
So snake y equals neck y.
No, I'll need that later, so it's fine. Let's just leave that there. Yeah, that's it.
Blue Peter Blockley. Here's a block I prepared earlier.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
And then just duplicate that whole if and.
Yeah, and just to.
Yeah, drag those out. Can you multi select blocks? What happens if you've got that selected and you shift click somewhere? No.
Or command click? No.
No. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, so what was this for? This was for snake. This is for above. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's this one.
So that's just changing that to a plus. Great. Now put that in the bin, in the trash can.
In the trash can. Thank you. Open up. Right. Duplicate.
Yeah. Stash that away for later.
And this is going to be y. If snake y is equal to neck y -1 and snake x is equal to neck x.
Perfect.
Bye.
RM Cubics is alive. RM Cubics is working.
Yeah. And then this just goes plus.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to remember no swearing on this stream because I keep.
It's okay. It's just no swearing in the first hour. After that, YouTube doesn't bother to check the first hour to check after the first hour. Yeah, so we're past now. It's fine.
We've hit the wall. We've hit the watershed.
We were literally half where you are.
But I'm not sure if that's a thing in the US, but in the UK at least, is it a thing in the US?
I don't think it is.
The watershed. So it's like I think it's 9 p.m. After 9 p.m., like it's fair game on TV. Before then, you have to think of the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
RMCubit said there's a tournament somewhere. There is. I've just posted it in chat. You join that tournament. You can then enter a snake.
Joe.
It works. It's working. Okay. I'm going to need that XML from you. Can you throw it in a gist and send me the gist?
Yeah, but only once this is played through to its conclusion. Wait,
which is going to be very rapidly.
This will go for a long time.
It will go for a long time. Until it starves out. What will happen is, as you get closer to your tail, the chance of food spawning in between the two diminishes.
Oh my gosh. This is it. Then it's hazard. Then it's hazard. It's exactly the same.
And RM cubic means we're going to have 4 snakes in this tournament, which is like almost enough for a... I mean, I don't actually...
Then we need to do hazards as well, but it's exactly the same logic.
Actually, what game mode is the tournament on? You know what would have been good if I had read the instructions before I did this. No, it's on standard. We're not doing Royale, so there's no. It's just standard game mode.
Look, 300.
It's respectable. What game mode do we want to do?
Oh my gosh. That was my contribution for the last 4 or 5 episodes, because you've been driving it.
No, hang on. There was we wouldn't have WebSockets if it wasn't for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oddwire has shared a game. What's happening in Oddwire's game?
392. 392.
Oh, Oddwire's made an actually respectable chicken snake.
Yeah? What's a chicken snake?
Chicken snake is a snake that just chases its tail.
Wow. Okay. What was I doing?
How long have we got? We actually probably should kick off the tournament soon. Okay, so you find a way to get me that XML. I'm going to run people through the tournament.
All I do is hit copy, right? And then I
You do, but that will be too long for you to paste to me in Discord, so you're going to have to find a way to send me that huge block of text. Meanwhile, I'll take over the screen share. Okay, if you have been working on a Blockly snake, we are getting close to running the tournament. So if you want to enter your snake in the tournament, it doesn't matter. In case it wasn't obvious, it doesn't matter if it's good. Please enter your snake. Here's the tournament screen. What you do is you click the registration button that will be here. You enter in your name, and then it will give you an option to add a snake. You choose your snake, and then your snake will be in. We're up to 5 snakes. Also, Kevin, actually an easier way of doing this.
Oh, I'll pop to gist to you on the private chat.
Oh, perfect. I was going to say an easier way. Can you send it to me on Discord? Different computer to this one.
Oh yeah, I forgot your overly complex setup.
I'm a streamer, Kevin. I'm a streamer.
Likes making my life difficult.
I mean, I don't know why we bothered doing that, because we could have just entered your snake instead of mine. In fact, enter your snake anyway. Just so we can see how many snakes running on one machine we have in one tournament at once. Okay, I'm going to quickly drop the screen share whilst I load up my snake. Let me know in chat how much time do people need extra time? How are we feeling? Would an extra 10 minutes make the difference in whether your snake is good or not? That's looking. I think that's now the right XML. Kevin, can I get a creator's view? Oh.
No. Yeah, no.
I pasted the XML.
There's more.
No. Let me bin everything.
Wait, let me check the...
Is it down some?
Found it.
That's good to know. Okay, you should clear out the... you know what's going to be the easy way of doing this? Let me just go delete the local storage object.
You should do that at the point of pasting. Logic-wise, you should just clear
I should. Look, I put this together in like an hour.
No criticism here.
There we go. Give that a refresh. Blank, paste. There we go. Okay. Blockzilla is loaded up. Oddwire said 100% no on an extra 10 minutes. Ebdrop said maybe. Amber Doom said maybe an extra 10 hours. Can't do an extra 10 hours. I mean, this is on Heroku now. People can play this. You can keep working on your Blockly snakes forever. Maybe we'll run another Blockly tournament next week. Whilst I'm buying time for people to spend a little bit extra time on their snakes, next week, I'm losing Kevin as my wonderful co-host, but I am joined by Chuck Meyer from Algolia, who has made an Algolia-powered snake. if you're not familiar with Algolia, Algolia is a search API, so you can add search to your websites really easily. You build an index of, it lets you build an index of your site's contents, and then it helps search them. I've used Algolia on a number of doc sites. What Chuck has done is Chuck has generated all of the possible board states for food locations, uploaded all of those board states as a search index to Algolia, and then has built a snake that is searching using Algolia to find the currently relevant board state to choose its next move. It is bonkers. It's obviously very coding badly just because they're using a search API to build a snake, but it has useful things for anyone who's interested in all kinds of different snake approaches, particularly ML, because a lot of Chuck's work here has been efficiently generating board states. He's generated, I think he said, like 16 million board states for this search index, and so had to work out ways to generate them very quickly. So if you're interested in ML snakes or anything that requires you having a lot of board states at hand, it's going to be a great stream. And that will be happening same time next Thursday. Okay.
That'll be our last one this side of Christmas.
Yes, I'm probably going to be coming on. We're probably going to have some interim coding badlies, not on Thursdays, but on random days of the week for the winter tournament. So if you've only just joined us, the current tournament is the Winter Classic Invitational. This is the top snakes in the Battlesnake universe have been invited to do a competition on the 11th and the next one, the 11th and some other date. Oh, 18th. The 11th and the 18th. What we're going to set up is some friendly matches between the snakes who are taking part in the spaces in between. We're going to do some scrims. As I said, we're being very esports. So we're going to stream just some friendly matches. Maybe we'll get a couple of the snake creators on the stream to chat about the matches and chat about how they're doing against other top snakes. So we may be live some other random times. Anyway, okay. Are we ready for the tournament? I imagine everyone who's taking part is in chat. Are people ready for me to click go on this tournament?
Remember, there's a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
We shall find out then.
Since this is a feature that users will have, I'm just going to set the tournament up. We can go look at it together. So I'm going to click manage. We're up to 6 snakes. And then I get to choose that. So let's have standard, wins required for final, update and preview. Two groups of 3 snakes with a finals. Does sound good?
So we'll have knock out 2 in round 1.
So how this will work in round 1? Yeah, we'll knock out 2. So in each group, it plays twice. The winning snake goes through, and then it plays again minus that snake. So 2 snakes from each group will go forward to the finals, and then the finals is best of 3. Okay, I'm going to generate the tournament brackets. I think are these what these buttons did? Okay, this. Let's go look at the brackets. So if I now go back to competition page, these should be the brackets now. Where do I see the brackets? Here? Should these not be populated with the brackets? Or do I get an option to not do it?
Waiting.
Waiting. Start tournament.
Ah.
Okay, well, here's the brackets. So it's Block Lightyear, Block Reptile, What's Up Block.
Do we get to watch them?
We do, but that's why I'm gonna click. So if you've never watched a Battlesnake tournament before, the games are run, and then what we're actually watching is the replay. So luckily none of you can see your logs, so you won't be spoiled. Oh, RMCubit broke it. Okay. Here, okay, it is currently 23:17. I will click the button to start the games at 23:20.
Your time.
So
it's 22.
Sorry, yes. It's okay, 17 past the hour. I will click the button in 3 minutes. So you have 3 minutes to unbreak things. Just get it to a minimal working state.
No pressure, but
no pressure.
You'll lose.
Yeah, you're totally your loss. And in the meantime, let me tell you.
But we'll still give it 3 minutes.
We'll give it 3 minutes. And in the meantime, let me tell you how this monstrosity works. So if you if this is your first time seeing the Blockly snake, basically what it is an Node.js Express server that is really simple. It's the Battlesnake starter snake, so it just has an endpoint for each move, for each endpoint in Battlesnake. So it's got the root, the start, the move, and the end. But what it's doing is opening a socket to the client and that is where most of the magic happens. So Kevin, as you will see, this has gotten a lot bigger since last time you saw it, and that's for the set name logic. So the main thing that happens is, well, first up, we've got these parameters on the URL now. This is to help with the routing. So we're using the same URL. You append your snake to it so that your snake becomes the root. So let's go to move. When the game receives a move request, it looks into, well, currently it's using the params. What it was originally doing is looking into the move request and looking for the snake name under U. Then it was going to find a socket associated with that snake name. When you open the client and click save name, we associate that socket with that name just in a global array. So yeah, if I ever restart this server, you will lose your snake. Bear in mind. So if you care about it, copy the XML and paste it somewhere before you leave today. And then we once we find a socket for a snake, we via that socket we send the whole game state over the socket to that particular client, where in the client we have the workspace that converts. We convert your blockly into JavaScript. We eval the JavaScript. We have to eval. We explicitly have to eval because we need to get the variable code into the blockly. And so we had to eval there. I can't remember the exact reason, but we had to eval. It's something to do with hoisting a variable. And then we send that back over the socket. We send just the result of the executed code over the socket, which has to be left, right, up, down. Which we are really dumbly checking with an array of valid moves. So, that is exactly on time. Let's bring it back.
It's time.
It's time. So I'm going to click.
I'm so excited for this.
Actually, let me move that out of the way in case I give spoilers. I've clicked start tournament. Tournament has started. Okay. Now I'm going to click run.
So we get to just watch your reactions to it for a bit.
Well, hang on. I'm refreshing things. Okay. Here we go. I'm bringing this over. Okay.
Oh, but you know what we didn't do? We didn't check every other snake.
What do you mean?
We're just avoiding ourselves. We're not avoiding every other
yeah.
snake.
I mean, that's Kevin. This can't be good.
Damn. Look at them leaves.
I mean, if anyone managed to check every other snake. So here's the brackets again. Now, where do I watch these games? Where do I watch these games? Oh, it's in progress. Okay, watch game. Here we go. Here's the first game. So this is Block Lightyear, Block Reptile, What's Up Block. You've all been testing your snakes.
I can't tell who is who.
Yeah, I gave you all the ability to customize.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Grumblin' Moblin. Wonderful feature, by the way. It's very well built. I'm really enjoying it. I should have read the guide you really thoughtfully sent me before the show, but I didn't. But I've been able to figure it out pretty easily. I love the UI for the tournament. So, if you are new to watching Battlesnake, this bar is the health. It is at 100. It ticks down once per turn. So every turn you lose 1 health. Eating a pumpkin spice latte fully restores you to 100 health. This is the current length counter. It increases by 1 every time you eat food. It starts at 3. Our snakes are currently coiled up and ready to go, but they are 3 in length, but right now you can only see 1 of the segments. And underneath this, you'll have the latency. All of your latency should be the same because you're all running on the same server. So let's press play. Here we go. Oh, a head-to-head. We had a head-to-head. That was very quick. So we only got to turn 4. So we've got Block Lightyear? No, Rob. We've got What's Up Block by Rob hitting the top, spiraling round, doing a tail chase by the looks of it because it collides with Block Lightyear. Block Reptile, who would have known? Would they have gone out? Would they have gone to the top? We would never be able to tell. So
how was a winner decided there, right? Because only one person.
So the winner was Block Reptile. So the winner is the last one standing.
No, but there's 2. Oh, it's more than 1, isn't it? We do this more than once.
Yes. So we now play it again.
Got it.
We now play it again. Though this still says it's in progress. It's complete.
This is where
okay.
we find out Heroku has run out of resources.
No, we're okay. We're okay. I just have to press the. Okay, next game coming up. Next game coming up. Oh. Oh no. Okay. So what's up block versus block Lightyear? This is the exact same configuration as
got it.
before. It is. Okay. So Rob is the top, block Lightyear is the bottom.
Come on, dude.
And exact same configuration as before, exact same result. Does that mean that we're going to have to run that again? It's a draw. Are we going to be running this again forever? Let's hope we get a different configuration this time.
Oh yeah, because it depends where you start on the board, doesn't it?
Okay, we do have a different configuration, and also someone has definitely been pushing code live. Thank you, Rob, for updating yours to a pumpkin.
Thanks.
Okay. This is, again, though, the same configuration. Okay.
Are we actually being randomly spawned, though, for that to happen?
I mean, it's quasi-random. I complain... Well, I don't complain. I make jokes about the... Oh, okay, we've got a different configuration. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. And we're off. So, what's up block? Spinning to win, whilst block Lightyear is settled in for the long haul. Now, the question is, what's up block is slightly behind on food. So, what are they going to do? Are they going to go hunt for food, or are they just going to spin until they die? It looks like they're going to spin until they die. So, it looks like you go through by default, Kevin.
Yes!
Well done. Okay. So, Group A going through in our inaugural block tournament. We have Block Reptile. Where's our other game gone? Block Reptile and Block Lightyear. Why isn't Block Lightyear highlighted? There we go. Block Lightyear and Block Reptile have gone through. So they'll be in the finals. Now we've got to do Group B. So I'm going to run the first game with Block Drop and Blockzilla. In a real tournament, we wouldn't show the draws, but I'm not patient enough to check that. So, where's Twitch chat? How are we doing over in Twitch chat land?
We're all good.
Perfect. Grumbly Mog said placement algo is changing in the new year. So placement, for those of you who again haven't watched Battlesnake before, snakes always spawn in kind of the outer, not the outer, but the one in from the outside row. Every snake has a food nearby it, anywhere around it, and there's always one food in the middle.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got, and also they're definitely grouped by color scheme, but Goblin Moblin hasn't confirmed that yet.
Are you allowed to hand edit code to make your snake random? What do you mean by that?
As in, like, are you allowed to edit the resulting JavaScript? Actually, that's a good point. If you... No, that wouldn't work. I was going to say, if you opened up the inspector and edited the JavaScript in that text box, does that actually work? That's not where we're getting the JavaScript from. We're generating it from the blocks every time.
Can you hand moving blocks around?
Oh, I see what he means. So between games, if he moves blocks around to change the behavior, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop spreading that conspiracy theory until it stops being true, Chris.
What? Where you spawn and where the food is?
No, every time we do a tournament, the groups, like the groups here, like these groups, they are always matched by color. They are always in a similar color spectrum. So you'll have all the red snakes, all the blue snakes, all the green snakes every time. And I'm 100% convinced it's real. Anyway, so block drop, bottom middle, Blockzilla, right middle, little block that could, top right. Here we go. So no early deaths, that's good to see. Oh, okay. Oh, there's some varying behavior here, yeah. So RM Cubic's got like a wave. Crashed into a snake body, wasn't checking for other snakes, just like we're not. So RM Cubic is our first snake out. My little snake, which is the same as your little snake, is doing its little snake things.
Yeah, they're gonna do the same. It's gonna be
block drop timed out.
That's not where you want to time out.
That can't. Was that a timeout or an error?
Yeah.
But like, it can't. Why would it be a timeout? We're on the same server. I'm looking to see. It was not a timeout. They actually sent right. So I'm looking in the server logs. They actually sent right there. I don't know why we got 500 minutes. What the hell was happening with that? Heroku?
USA. That's okay. You can just tell us they sent right. Oh.
They sent right. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, block drop. That's really bizarre.
Well, Their logic sent them right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that game. And then I believe match 2 coming up. So that's me that went through. It's gonna be me and Kevin in the finals.
It is.
Okay, block drop versus the little block that could. Here we go. So little block. Oh, it's gonna be head to head. Oh no! Snake collision. RM Cubic Snake is too ambitious. It's making moves and wasn't. But the rest of us will just we'll just be cowards, go around in circles. I'm sorry, RM Cubic, you've been eliminated. But Ebb Drop has made it. So let's go check the standings. So we've lost What's Up block and the little block that could. Thank you so much for participating in our little bit of madness with these visual snakes. That then brings us to our finals. The finals are the first to 3 wins. So they can take just a little while because it depends how back and forth it goes. As we've seen, the little block could not.
That was good. I'm very tired, but that made me chuckle.
Yeah, that was very good.
As evidenced by the chuckling.
So I've got a feeling, it's first to 3 wins, but as we've seen, these aren't the most... The behavior isn't very variant at this level of play. So it's mostly going to be down to board position. Oh, that's very pleasing layout. So block Lightyear, left middle, block drop, middle right, block reptile, bottom right, bottom middle, and block scissor, block top right. So Kevin, yours and mine snakes are just going to start doing this. Block drop's going to go to the bottom, and I can't remember what block reptile's doing. Oops. Head to head. You are always in the head to head.
I know.
With block reptile, and now
my noggin hurts.
Block drop timed out again. Block drop sent a move. Odwire said using the GCP US East 4 region seems to help with the latency for this Heroku server. Ebb Drop, can you do me a huge favor? Can you stick your XML code in a GIST and send it to me on Discord, or here if you don't mind sharing it? Oh, Ebb Drop said my fault this time. Did you change your code mid-flight?
You could literally do it mid-game.
Yeah, you can literally do it mid-game because it's request by request. The ultimate live deploy. Okay, well that's game 1. Let's get game 2 going. So 1 win to Blockzilla. Oh, Block Reptiles changed colours. I love that. Okay.
Wait, so why are there still 4 of us? Oh, because it's first.
So it's first to 3 wins. First to 3 wins. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we do this time. Oops. That spacebar is very aggressive. No one going out. There's going to be head-to-head collision there. Yeah, that's Block Lightyear out again. Because you were the smaller snake. Block Drop had the length advantage on you, and so you got taken out. Block Drop were commanding lead at the moment. It's just a matter of time. Oh! Block Reptile is avoiding other snakes. Block Reptile might be the most advanced snake here. Oh, they've been eaten by Block Drop, though. And now we've just got to hope that these cycles continue to be in sync so that I always get down here in time. Hey, Block Drop ran out of health. Block Drop ran out of health. I wasn't even watching the health. GG.
Yeah, same.
So what happened to Block Reptile there?
I collided.
Yeah, but why? Because they were avoiding it before. No, hang on.
Oh no.
Is this maybe a hang on, when was the previous turns? Okay, this is a matter of not looking ahead. So here, snakes in front of them. Here, there's a gap in between. So that was a matter of not looking ahead.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, to be Amber Doom, still the most advanced 60-minute Bloxley snake we've seen today.
Or ever.
Okay. or ever. In the history of Blockly snakes, yours is the most advanced. Okay. So that is 2 wins to me and Kevin, but we have 2 snakes in the game, so it's not even fair. Jackson's seeing some latencies of 490 plus. I mean, it's running on I do have to underscore, this is running on a free Heroku server, running 6 snakes simultaneously. It is amazing it runs at all. To be fair. Oops. Yeah, there's some spiky latencies. Wow, we lost a head-to-head. Oh, me and Kevin took each other out. Oh no, we both crashed into block drop. We'll have to go back and have a look at what happened there. Whoa, what is going on here, block drop? What is that? Block drop, what have you done? Block drop is like full-on shipping, like game-changing code in the middle of the tournament. I see.
Could it be like random?
Yeah.
From the ones available.
So you and me are chasing each other is what's happening here. So I crashed into block drop, and then you crashed into block drop. Amazing. Okay. Who won this? Oh yeah, block drop crashed into the corner. Added some randomness. Very nice, Eb drop. Very nice. So that's game 1 for block reptile.
How do you keep track of how many people have won? Because I've forgotten.
Well, I'm seeing it on the tournament dashboard. I'll show you the tournament dashboard. So this is what we're seeing so far. This is, as I said, a beta feature that hopefully everyone will have at some point after it goes to mid-iteration. So here you can see the game been running. We can see Block Reptile and Blockzilla 2-1.
Got it. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, what have I done? Okay. And I'm very
remember, don't hit space.
I will not hit. I'll hit play this time. Yeah, sorry. I'm used to hitting space. The viewer we use for Snake Pit Live tournaments is different to this viewer. Okay, different arrangement. And you're straight into. You took up block. Oh no, block drop moved out of bounds. Block drop. You've got some bounds problems here. Oh no, it's timeout again. Why is it always only block drop timing out? Block drop. Are you like? I'm very intrigued what your code is.
Ooh.
Have you found the upper limit on on the reasonable Blockly code for this engine? Joe,
I think it's going to be you.
I mean, it's all down to random food spawns, yeah, and there's still plenty of room there for a food 2 spawn. They might just be further away from the. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, of course, the client distance. The client distance will affect this.
Yes.
The Heroku server, as a free user, I only got the option of United States. I didn't get the option for any location. Just United States or Europe.
So I don't you just win the tourney?
I think I did just win the tournament, which feels really unfair. The only Battlesnake tournament I will ever win. Eb drops from Belgium, but see that's the thing. Eb drop. If you're from Belgium, I'm in Amsterdam right now, so we're not. Why is my latency 200 and yours is 500? Yeah, I mean on the scale of United States to Belgium, then Belgium to Amsterdam, there's nothing in it.
Congratulations, Joe. You must be so proud.
Thank you.
Look at all these crying. Look at all these crying children teach.
So welcome to the new Coding Badly format, where I get everyone to watch for 90 minutes, me win a competition.
Beat them.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think I could ever be a teacher though. I would just I like winning. I don't think I could turn that off for the sake of kids. I'm not calling people here kids, by the way. But just
no, I mean Eb Drop is invited to the Winter Invitational. Eb Drop's a serious competitor. Here is Arsnake going around in circles made of Blockly. Well, thank you all for participating in this madness. In participating in playing with our little weird Blockly thing.
We can pick it back up if we want in the future.
Maybe our Blockly Matrix. I mean, I'm really enjoying it. Well, so I'm going to leave it up on Heroku until whatever happens with the free plan happens with the free plan. the code, you've all got the code. I think I've pushed the latest code up there. I still have vague ambitions of like making this actually useful for like kids who want to play Battlesnake, but pull requests are welcome, although I have nothing on this repo about anything. Bear in mind the code is garbage because it's all been made on this here stream. But yeah, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you for watching. As I said, we'll be back next week with Chuck Meyer for the Algolia Snake, and that's Saturday after. So Saturday the 11th. Sorry, my screen back up. Saturday the 11th is the first game in the Winter Classic Invitational. Amber Doom says, it's been fun. I think I'll stick to Rust for my snake, though. I cannot.
Why? Why ever would you do that?
Wait, Ebdrop said maybe my Blockly matrix has something to do with it. Ebdrop, I need to see your code. Please send me your XML. Actually, that's a very good point. If I imagine people aren't terribly proprietary about their XML. Please, all of you, if you're up for it, click copy XML, paste it in a gist on GitHub or whatever you want to paste it in like a paste bin, anything. Yeah. Paste it somewhere. Send it to me in the Coding Badly channel on the Battlesnake Discord. Share your Blockly code. I'd love to see what you all did. That'd be a lot of fun. And yeah, so the Winter Invitational, December 11th, the Platinum Tournament kicks off on Twitch at the usual Snake Pit live time, I believe. So that's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. my time, Central European time, I think. That'll be the Platinum Tournament. Well, these amazing snakes. Look at these big names. MD Hexdrive was here. Snake Drop, Ebdrop, who was here doing cool random things. Extagon, lots of household Choffs, lots of household names, and more to come as they join. They've got until December 10th to accept the invitation. And we hope to see them there. And keep an eye out on the Battlesnake socials and the Battlesnake event calendar, because we might get some scrims in and throw them up here fairly last minute and try and get some friendly games going before that tournament. So, thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to see us out with our brand new bumper because it's so good. I want to play it twice, even though it says welcome. Farewell. Thank you all for joining us.